I'm Rebecca, and these are my reviews, and I have some friends here with me because we are going to be tasting some wine, and I didn't want to drink alone, and now that I can drink with friends, it's all I ever want to do. So the wines that we are going to be tasting are from a company called First Leaf. I first reviewed them a couple of years ago, actually, and gave them a favorable review. They were at the time running an awesome deal. They do still have beginning deals if you haven't signed up with them before. They always have, you know, deals on different boxes. So whatever deal's going on, you can check out the description box for a link to that. Like I said, I first reviewed them 2 years ago, and I have continuously been getting their wines. I think this is the only wine subscription service that I have stuck with for so long and have enjoyed.
That's impressive.
They have a bunch of different options. So you can do the month to month. You can also do it every 3 months. You can do one every, you know, change your time if you don't need it that often or if you need it more often. A lot of times what I will do is I will take advantage of their featured boxes. Sometimes it's only 3 bottles, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 12, but they are really nice because they're usually packaged in a way like your spring reds or a box of fun rosés, and I like to use those if I'm going to a party or something like that, because they are easy drinking. Everybody loves them. Every single time I bring them to a party, everybody's like, ooh, this is a great wine. Oh, I like the wine that you brought, Becca, not the one that I brought. The one that I brought sucks. Okay, that's not right. Totally what they say, but that has actually happened where they're like, oh, this one's my favorite, the one from First Leaf. So I have 3 different bottles for us to try today. I have a bubbly, a rosé, and a merlot. I, generally speaking, get my subscriptions or just all reds, but you can change it up to be mixed, please all open. Whites, whatever. Go ahead, please open while I'm spieling. So this one, you can, I think, get bubblies in your boxes, but I ordered a box of all rosé and sparkling because I was in the mood for that, and I love that you can go shopping in their wine store if there's something specific that you want. Now, when you get your subscription, the bottles are all at like well, they just raised their prices, so I think it's $14.99 a bottle, but then in the shop, they have multiple price ranges, so that's cool. You know, it just kind of depends on what you're looking for, and they do have some higher brand stuff.
What? Cheers! Oh, she got hardly any.
Cheers.
She can have more.
Cheers.
She'll be okay.
I just inhaled all the bubbles as I... Oh, that's yummy.
Good. So this one is a Prosecco.
It's good.
That is good, right?
It's yummy.
Yeah.
You like it, babe?
Oh yeah. I do like
Usually he's like about white wines and champagne.
I'm okay with champagne. No, I like champagne. I'm just more of a red kind of guy.
It's got a strong flavor to it, though.
It does have a good flavor.
Yeah. It doesn't have like a weird aftertaste is the thing. This goes down really smooth and
it doesn't taste overly acidic.
There's no weird follow-up taste. This is actually really good. I could drink this all day.
It's nice, right?
I like it.
Yeah.
I could drink a lot of things all day.
It's a Prosecco from Italy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, there we go.
It's an Italian Prosecco, and like I said, they have so many different things. They don't always have the same thing. Oops, sorry.
Okay.
So if you do find something that you love, I would stock up on it immediately because honestly, they do run out of things. They move on. They have different bottles. And they're always good, and I kind of like that you are almost forced to try different things as you go along through your wine journey. But I also like that if you find something you love, 9 times out of 10 you can go back on the website and be like, oh wow, I really love that Penrose Hill. We were drinking that up at the cabin. That was the Pinot Noir that I had, and everybody loved it, and they were like, wow, this is really good.
This is delicious. Yeah, I would totally
It's great. It's extra dry, so it's on the sweeter side. It's yummy.
Yeah,
Yay.
big fan.
Yeah,
but it's not too sweet.
This is, I think it's like the best I've had of this for a very long time.
So if you are curious, I will list everything that we're drinking in the description box so that if you're like, wow, Michael really loves that, I need some. Check out the description box and hopefully First Leaf will still have it. So the next one we have is a rosé. This one is La Douleur Exquise.
Wow. My favorite part of your wine videos is hearing you pronounce the wines.
Butchering French names. French is not what I do.
I think he's French, and then we find out it's Italian. We're like, wait a minute, La Giuseppe.
Now moving on to the rosé. I love rosé when it gets hot, and it's super hot today. I'm normally a red wine drinker. That's why I don't have any whites, but I do have a rosé because that's like my middle ground, you know.
I will always
We
have
had-
a rosé.
We had an orange wine the other day, and that was
I love orange wine.
Orange wine is really great.
Yes.
So okay,
Cheers
so
again.
this
Cheers
one,
again.
this one
Just
I believe
because
is
it's been
French,
2
right?
years and we haven't seen each other, and
Cheers, guys.
Classic wine
Here's to
pints.
doing this again. Yay.
All right, bottoms up.
Yummy. This one's a bit more acidic.
really?
What grape did
Okay, yeah, I'm
But
getting
it's
that.
good.
There, I'm getting grapefruit
I like it.
at the end of the palate.
Yeah.
I don't like this so much, but it's just because it's a matter of preference of like the type of wine that I drink.
Right. So,
So,
it's
like-
not like shitty
So
wine.
French.
It's just
It's not
wine
as
that
though
you
it's
don't
bad.
love.
Yeah, it's
Right.
just I don't drink rosé, but the other rosé was carbonated, which would make it prosecco, I guess. Is that if
Or
it's
champagne
carbonated,
or
it'll be
sparkling.
prosecco?
Prosecco or champagne. Because
Prosecco
there's
is sparkling
pink
wine.
champagne as well.
Covers the genre.
Okay.
Champagne is from Champagne.
Prosecco's from
Prosecco
Italy.
is an Italian version of champagne.
Right.
But
right.
sparkling wine covers the whole genre, I would say.
So I wouldn't say this is one of my favorite rosés, though. Okay, but I'm very, very,
I like it.
very particular with rosé.
It reminds me of like a Chardonnay,
Yes,
right?
yes, it's a little.
That's what I was curious
light,
about the grape. 'cause
but it's
it has, it reminds me of like a Chardonnay. And not to say that it's bad. This is the kind of one that I would
I like
want to
it.
put like some frozen fruit in it or something, you know, just to.
Oh,
there we go.
like a light
Right?
sangria.
Yeah,
like
almost
a lot
make
of
it into
strawberries just chopped up and
this
then
would
pour
this
the
would make an
wine over
excellent
it.
sangria.
I feel like I'm already tipsy.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, this one
What?
is a Syrah, and they have bunches of different rosés. This was not to my taste profile. This was a separate box that I was like, give me all your rosés. One of the things that I have noticed about this company that I really, really appreciate is that when they do send you your club boxes, your subscription, you can rate the wines. And every time they've sent me a box based on my ratings, I have liked every single wine in there. I have also gotten boxes that were just their featured deals or whatever, and I don't always like those wines. Sometimes they're okay, you know, I would say it's like 50-50 with those wines, but I can tell that they are catering to my tastes because of the difference in the wines that they send me based on my ratings, which I truly appreciate, and I feel like this is the first subscription box where that has been the case. I don't know what is wrong with all of the other subscription boxes that I've tried, but I really think that they just kind of are generic about everything, and so it doesn't matter. And I truly feel like First Leaf does make an effort. And they do have a taste quiz when you first try it out and everything, which is awesome, and I love that. I don't know how much, you know, I mean, I love popcorn and coffee. That doesn't mean that I want my wine to taste like popcorn and coffee. You know what I mean? So I don't know how much those profiles are
You want
truly
it to pair.
accurate.
You want it to pair well with
Sure,
popcorn.
but I feel like over time, your pairings. Yeah.
Algorithm, your
It sounds like an
curation.
algorithm.
They just
So they're-
continue to
so
build
they're-
onto your flavor profile.
They're fine tuning.
flavor
They're fine tuning.
Yeah, over time they fine tune your flow.
So
your
they need
flavor
feedback
profile.
from you, though. As
Absolutely.
Well.
So sometimes it does
Yeah.
take a little bit of time before you love all of the wines, but you know, none of them have been so bad that I dumped them out. Speaking of which, one thing that I do need to warn the whole world about is listen, in the warmer months, it is hard to ship wine, and they may tell you that they have refrigerated trucks, but they only have refrigerated trucks for so long because then it goes to your local place and your local place is not refrigerated, and then your wines can spoil in the heat. They don't always, but they absolutely can. And I like to stock up in the spring to get me all the way through summer, and then I start ordering again in the fall because otherwise I've just had too many ruined bottles, and it makes me cry every time I have to dump one out. And wine storage really is important because these, you know, I mean, it's like one of those things that I feel like is made fun of a lot.
Right.
But
Corked,
it
like having a corked
truly
bottle.
does go funky if you don't take care of it.
Yeah,
So
if you brought a corked bottle to my party, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is gross.
I'd have to
Yeah, and then you'd have to sit outside. Sorry.
But so that is one of those things. Don't blame the company. Just, you know,
Unless could there be a guarantee that it's climate controlled?
a
and
lot
chain
of
custody
companies do
It's getting
say
better.
if it's bad, we'll send you a new thing. But the thing is, they send you a new box and the same thing happens.
Right.
So
Okay.
they try, and it doesn't always go bad. And I do feel like I've had better luck with First Leaf than I have with some other companies.
Okay.
But it is a thing that happens. Don't blame the company, blame the weather, and stock up in the spring. That is my advice.
Okay.
So,
Good to know. I
anyway,
didn't
yeah,
realize
for
that.
subscription wines, absolutely.
Skip the month of June, July, and August.
Yeah, yeah.
Certainly in LA.
But
Oh,
they need that month.
Don't they? They need to make money, Becca.
stay liquid
I'm
and-
deterring people
I
from
know,
drinking
I
in
know.
the
I'm so
summer.
sorry, but that is my opinion. I mean, if you want to risk it, if you live in a cooler climate,
For sure.
but
Yeah. How
in
about it?
Southern California, nope.
Where is First Leaf? Where are they located? Do you know?
You know, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I guess if you live near First Leaf,
Right?
Buy it
I can't
year-round.
remember. I think they have different shipping centers. I could be wrong about that. Usually when they say your wines have shipped, they get there within 2 days.
Okay.
So wherever they're shipping from, you know, it's fast
We
shipping.
had First
but-
Leaf during the pandemic. Remember, like, as when everyone was buying toilet paper, Michael and I were like, wine subscriptions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. That's right. That was First Leaf.
We had like
I enjoyed
three-
that though.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Yeah.
We had like 3 different wine subscriptions because we panicked.
well, that's good. So 3 people have tried them and love it.
Yeah, no, we
Great.
did. We loved it.
Yeah.
I didn't
love
even
that.
realize it was First Leaf. but
And we always had these fun,
that's
interesting
funny.
bottles
Yeah.
to try. Remember?
And
Yes.
they have them,
And
you
we
can get them
love
from,
that.
you know, like we have a French and an Italian. And
Yeah.
where's this one? Pip and Plow. Where are you from?
Oh.
Washington. It's a
Fun.
Merlot. Okay, so something I don't necessarily like. So
All right, so this is the Pip and Plow Merlot.
Pip and Plow.
And I feel like Merlot got a bad rap after, what was that movie? Sideways?
yes,
Merlot's perfectly lovely, but it
Paul
tends
Giamatti.
to be a more light, fruit-forward kind of a wine, and I've actually been liking Merlots lately.
This smells lovely.
I really like this one.
See?
Yeah, I do. I thought I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, that's great.
it's really subtle,
It's mellow.
which is nice. I do like to get punched in the face with Merlot though, with a little bit of grit and something a little bitter. But this goes down very smooth.
Right here, I'm sorry to cut you off, but First Leaf exclusive.
Oh, okay.
And it gives you the body is a 4, and acidity is 2, sweetness is 2, and tannin is 3.
So it's the tannin level that's relatively low, or what is the scale?
I mean, that's
It's
right
a-
in the middle. 5 would be
Yeah,
the top.
5 is okay.
So it's kind of high on the tannin.
I feel like it would be more. Of
And
a 2 on
then
the
it says
tannin from what I'm
tasting
tasting.
notes are for fruit preserves and fresh herbs and oak.
Yeah.
I taste that oak.
Getting the oak, okay.
Getting a lot of the herbs.
Bring the oak.
And you do definitely
Bring
get
the
that
Bring the oak.
that jammy kind of fruitiness, but
Yeah,
it's not
okay.
a jammy wine
It's not
because
overly
it's,
jammy.
it's well balanced, I think, with the herbs
Wow.
and the oak.
I think so.
It's another
That's a
one
really
that's
great note.
really smooth in that it kind of goes down your gullet without, exhibiting much of a presence. Again, it just doesn't really kind of.
It's mellow.
It's mellow.
It's easy
Yeah.
drinking, and it would
that's a
go with
succinct way to
food.
say it.
It
It's
would
mellow.
go with just hanging out
Yeah.
and eating apples.
it doesn't
or,
punch your gullet. It's mellow.
Right.
It's mellow.
I have been looking at the alcohol the alcohol content, and the first 2 were 11, and this one's at 13, which is at a lower alcohol level, which is, I think, helpful to just wanting to down the wines. Because when something's at 15, it gets
15 gets pretty intense.
pretty intense,
Yeah,
right?
That's a really high.
11, and this is at 13.7.
which is it's
That's high.
average.
Yeah,
that's pretty
that's
decent.
decent.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah, because usually reds are between 12 and 15. A lot of wine companies have been raising the ABV. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
like they,
Because
that's
people
just
like
the
coconut.
trend. People like a stronger flavor. They want, more of a punch to it. A lot of whites will have a lower ABV, that's just how they're made. And red ones, I think, like you were saying, you want to get punched with it. Like it is a more intense flavor, and that high ABV lends itself to that.
I mean, if I'm spending $50 on a bottle of wine, I want the ABV to be 13 plus.
Absolutely.
Just saying.
absolutely. And a lot of times, if it is a lot lower than that, it doesn't have as much body.
Right.
You know.
Why spend that much money on something that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Um,
Not that that's extravagant, but you know,
Right.
$50 for a bottle is something that's about to go down within 30 minutes between you and your friends. You know, you might as well get a kick out of it a little
That's
bit.
got to be a special bottle of
I'm the
wine.
same way.
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole point of this video is to let you guys know that I have been drinking First Leaf wines for the last couple of years, and I have enjoyed every minute of it. All of the wines have been tolerable, if not fully enjoyable. I do have my favorites. I definitely like to go in and rate them. Their rating system is either a thumbs up or a thumbs down, which I find is like, well, I kind of liked it. I hate to give it a thumbs down because it wasn't that bad.
Middle thumb.
But, you know, yeah, there's no middle thumb. It's either loved it, hated it. There's no middle ground.
Which is working
Maybe it
for
should
you.
just be like
But
a
it does
love
seem
it
to work.
should
It's
be
working for
considered
you,
like
but
a
it's
want it
working for
again.
them.
Yeah.
And then
and
thumbs
it's-
down would be like, I don't want it again.
So the ones that I really
know.
love, I give them a thumbs
You
up.
want
The
it
ones
again?
that the
You
ones
don't
that I'm
want it
like,
again.
that was fine. I would
Yeah.
drink that. I end up giving those ones a thumbs down,
Yeah.
so that my flavor profile continues to be the ones that I really love. You know, and I feel like it's working. It's not a 1 through 5 situation, which a lot of them do. And I think maybe that's why a lot of my was like, it was a 3. Well, if all of them are a 3, they're just going to keep sending you mediocre wines,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So whatever they're doing, it's working for me, and I like their wines. I like that they come from all over the place, and you have fun names like Pip and Plow.
Pip and Plow is fun. I love it.
All of the information will be in the description box if you guys want to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for joining me on this. This was
Yeah,
fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yay!
Thanks for sharing your
All
wine
right.
with us.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
sharing your
much.
airtime.
All right, we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.